Hi everyone, I'm Mark, a producer of Gilded Destiny. We've been astonished at the overwhelmingly positive feedback on our last dev diary on the portrait system. In response to our last dev diary, we received many comments expressing the desire to understand the role of leaders in the game. So in this dev diary, we hope to expand on that topic and show some examples in context with some gameplay. Keep in mind that many of the skills and traits you'll see and hear me talk about in this dev diary are shown as placeholders, so are therefore likely to change a lot as the development process continues. So, in other words, don't overanalyze what you see, but as always, please do let us know your thoughts and suggestions. Our design goals for the leader system are 1. Allowing players to interact with historically meaningful characters and experience their pivotal impacts on historical progression. 2. Allowing players to use historical characters to administer the country. 3. Allowing players to nurture and grow leaders through different postings to improve their skills and leadership effectiveness. These talented individuals will be distributed with skills across various fields such as finance, research, industry, military, etc. And as positions open up across various fields, you can assign your leaders with the most relevant skills to fill them. However, the talents and abilities of some leaders might not be immediately apparent early on and may require focused development while serving in a specific position. As the embodiment of your nation, it will be your responsibility to cultivate and guide them, allowing their true potential to shine through. Besides these especially talented leaders, there will also be relatively ordinary leaders in the game, albeit with less impactful skills. As the leader system provides players with a rich historical experience, you will need to immerse yourself in your country's management and foster the steady industrialization of your country. This is the gaming experience we aim to deliver to the players. After choosing the country you wish to play, you will receive some initial authority points by default. You can use your authority points to change domestic policies, recruit leadership talent, and more. How to use them specifically and how to gain authority points throughout the game will be detailed in future dev diaries. Each leader possesses several key attributes: star rating, lifespan, traits, and political views. The star rating represents a leader's skill level. A higher star rating indicates a greater effectiveness in their position, and the longer they serve, the more experience they gain, and the higher their star rating will be. It's up to you to assign a leader to work in a suitable position based on their skills and talents. When playing the game, you will need to judge the effect of leader placement, otherwise it may result in negative consequences. In Gilded Destiny, a leader can be assigned to any open posting, so it's very important that you do not assign someone who is a talented administrator to a research position. And lifespan, on the other hand, is a direct measure of how much time they have in this world. Some leaders may come with certain traits related to longevity or diseases, which will affect their lifespan. Historical leaders will also come with a guaranteed fixed lifespan, but the time of death will have some randomness to it. The traits of leaders refer to their characteristics and talents. Some leaders may have traits that endow them with superior military offensive skills, a special genius for research, or something as simple as laziness, which would mean a very slow skill gain. Some traits can also trigger specific events or activate certain national decisions. For example, only if Bismarck is your chancellor could you trigger the event M's Dispatch and start the Franco-Prussian War with France doing the declaration. The next attribute is political views, which can be influenced by the leader's culture, religion, and profession, resulting in different reactions when facing various events and actions from you. Of course, all the basic aspects mentioned above can be modded in the editor. Players can use our editor to customize their leaders, the attributes, star ratings, political views, and more. As you may know from the previous dev diary, the appearance of leaders can also be customized. Therefore, with our editor, you can create any character you desire. So once the game is released, you can really let your creativity run wild. The above explanation might be difficult to understand fully, so let me elaborate here on the typical development cycle of a leader in Gilded Destiny. Using the example of a military leader, we might need to recruit a suitable leader to lead one of our divisions. When recruiting leaders, we can focus in on specific traits that we think might be useful for their intended position. Since we want to maximize the effectiveness of the leader in the open position, we can recruit new ones if there aren't any suitable ones in the leader pools. If the recruitment options aren't particularly that great either, we can either wait for a standard cooldown period or use our authority points to initiate an immediate refresh. Then we can select from the next batch of talents. Once we find a leader we like, we are able to assign him to the position we are trying to fill. So now let's discuss the star rating. The only way to increase the star rating is by having the leader serve in a position over time. And as time passes, you'll notice that his star rating will increase. Star rating represents a leader's basic abilities, indicating their core competencies across the different areas. And it's important to note here that these come in addition to special buffs from traits. A rise in star rating will bring about enhancements to some basic buffs. For instance, a 1-star leader in a military position might provide a basic 5% firepower buff, while in an administrative role, they offer a 5% tax revenue buff. Should the leader attain 2 stars, the buff values might increase to 10% or more. In addition to the military, we can still freely assign leaders to other positions as needed. In the game, we have divided the jobs into 5 key areas: administration, finance, research, diplomacy, and military. Skills that you unlock while the leader is serving in one area will be available if that leader changes his vocation. That is, you switch the leader to another area. However, be mindful to plan your leader's career wisely for their limited lifespan, as it will be nearly impossible to unlock all skills in all areas. Will you deeply specialize a leader within one area, acquiring all the skills within it, including the most powerful one? Or will you dabble in various fields, obtaining fundamental skills from different directions to become a versatile figure? The choice is yours to make. In addition to the increase in buffs and more skill slots, the rise in star rating is also accompanied by an increase in salary expectations, which will have an impact on your finances. If the bureaucratic organization becomes too bloated, it may cause you to accrue a deficit. As time passes, in addition to the growth of leaders, there will also be changes in loyalty to you. As the embodiment of the nation, if the policies you implement align with the political views of your subordinates, or if you handle their proposals appropriately, their loyalty will show an upward trend. However, should you implement policies that do not align with their political views, their loyalty may waver and decline. The benefits of increased loyalty include reduced wage demands for their positions and enhanced skill bonuses. On the contrary, if loyalty decreases, their work efficiency will decline and they may even resign or defect. Therefore, when selecting leaders for postings, it is essential to pay close attention to their attributes and make sure their beliefs are aligned with your policies to prevent internal leadership turmoil. As you cultivate various leaders, you will select a group of capable officials who will assist you in managing the nation proficiently. They may expand your territories on the battlefield or achieve groundbreaking scientific advancements. When they approach the end of their lifespans, your leaders will step down from their positions. At this point, you'll be able to look back on their decades of achievements while governing the country. Under your astute management and skillful talent deployment, your nation will finally achieve complete industrialization, becoming a visionary in the world of industrialization. Regardless of the reason a leader departs from their position, you can promote or recruit a new leader to fill the vacancy. Leaving critical positions in your government vacant for too long will reduce the efficiency of your nation's operations. Here's some final additional details I'd like to add. In the previous dev diary, we mentioned special and standard portraits. Special portraits will depict historical figures who were prominent in history, often possessing formidable abilities, and standard portraits will depict randomly generated characters who you can recruit and mold into the leader of your choosing. However, their traits will be more randomized and may, in fact, be very positive. Ultimately, how you utilize special and standard leaders is up to you. The leaders' resumes will be updated with notable events during their life as they journey through the game. You can see when they were posted to each job, what battle they led the troops in, what technologies they discovered, and much more. Leaders can switch areas and be assigned to different job positions, which may even provide certain buffs. For instance, if a leader who previously served as a military commander and acquired skills related to the military is then appointed as a provincial leader, some of those skills may have buffs. applicable to being a governor as well. Okay, I think we've covered enough for now. There are many more details we could share, but due to the length of the video, we'll save those for a later date. If you find it all interesting, please wishlist Gilded Destiny on Steam, subscribe, and join our Discord. We are constantly working diligently on the improvement and development of Gilded Destiny, and striving to deliver a unique grand strategy gaming experience for all. Until our paths converge once more, we bid thee farewell and a gilded day.